Hello, and welcome back. I am Wedgehead, you are you. We're gonna take a little break from though, which could go into the Jester parallel universe because we've not done it, although it's so similar to the bonus round, and we played so many Jester runs that I think I'm gonna do a run I haven't done yet. Played with the Warrior before, played with the Inventor before. Probably gonna go into either the Thief or the Robot. Both of these characters can give me a little bit of a hard time. But I think I will go... Let's play Robot. Robot sounds fun. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually try the hard mode bonus round with the Robot.
Oh, no.
Spud Cannon and Capacitor. Okay, interesting. So all about the dice pips. So we haven't played the Robot before. Basically, the way the Robot works is the Robot does not roll any dice. Instead, you have to roll dice using this calculate button. And what will happen is, essentially, we want to try to hit a target of 9. If we hit a target of 9, we jackpot, we get some special benefits. If we ever exceed 9, at least with the equipment we have now, the equipment will not be usable. So until we while we are less than or equal to 9, we can use our equipment. If we ever were to go above 9, none of our equipment would become usable. So in this case, we've rolled a 5. It's likely that we might roll a 4, but we're probably just going to take the assured damage here. I'm going to use the 5 in the Capacitor. And that's pretty nice because this 4 now on Spud Cannon actually will do double. And we got Bear Smash, and that's the fight. So the Robot can go pretty great, but also at any time you can really potentially hurt yourself and bust. Okay, leather armor. Not the best equipment, I'll say, but at least gives us something to put odds in if we want to. So like in this case, a 3, might as well just reduce the damage. A 2, we'll go ahead and decrement Capacitor. Another 2, if we would have put it in Spud Cannon before, we would have been in a pretty good place. So in that case, we didn't get to do any damage. And honestly, I shouldn't have reduced, although it was possible because they have the upgrade equipment that they could have really hurt us there. No reason not to use Spud Cannon there. Both of these are reusable, and that hurts. So we're definitely going to take the 10 damage. But 10 damage isn't the worst thing in the world. So the Robot's limit break, what happens is you can auto roll. It'll automatically get you to a jackpot. It'll roll any number of dice to do so. So for instance, we could just end up with like a 5-4, or we could have like 9 1s essentially. Using this early, I find, is kind of the best way that I think about it, or to kind of assure yourself to get like a good, so maybe if we're at a 5, we might want to auto roll. We'll assure ourselves a 4 to be able to make use of this, etc. A 6 here, gonna drop it in the Spud Cannon, and another 6. Yeah, this fight definitely is going much worse than the last fight did. Okay, a 3, might as well plop that into this, and here's a 6. Again, here's a Bear Smash. So sometimes jackpots can definitely make or break you. And there, on level up, instead of getting extra dice, we get extra CPU. CPU is essentially that target. One of your dice is frozen. Actually, we really like that for the Robot because that means that we just get to roll more dice. Now, usually we'll find equipment that basically get better the number of dice that you roll, which is always good. Okay, rolling 2 1s doesn't really help us too much. Freezing a dice is actually pretty good, but I think I'll just do the damage. Okay, so we want to use Spud Cannon as much as possible here, probably. I'll go, there's 4. You know, having the shock might help. And then just decrement that by 1, reducing our damage as well. Okay, and it's pretty good. They weren't able to blind us. Okay, might as well put that in there. Get that down, get this down. We'll go through the shock just to hope that maybe I can use that on jackpot, and we didn't get a jackpot. Okay, in this case, Take another bit of damage there. Okay. Go ahead and do some damage that way. Okay. Definitely would like some better equipment. Our equipment is a big limiting factor right now. To note, the way that blind works is that we can't see our dice and we can't see where we are. We do know for sure this is a 1 though. Okay, we actually shouldn't be able to see this dice, I don't think. Oh, well, no, actually we're only blind once, so. Okay. Okay, and at this point, probably just gonna auto roll. Well, honestly, just gonna heal. Was hoping that we would get some damage there. Okay, don't mind the blind. And that should be lethal. Probably don't need this apple. I'm gonna risk not taking it. Do 2 times damage, slot slink. You know what I was trying to say there. Okay, pretty good. So basically what that means is every time we roll a dice, the dice hit value that we can put into that equipment is going to reduce. Which is really unfortunate because our first roll is a 1. So that is a case where the freeze kind of hurt us a little bit, but we will take a 3 into there. Okay, go ahead and do the damage and shock. And we like this. Rolling 2 more 1s would allow us to do 4 damage here with the jackpot, which is pretty good. We could also... Yeah, that's assured, so we'll take that. Rolling one more dice might not have allowed us to do that. Wow, 3 1s. What a roll. So they did no damage to us that turn because of leather armor. That is unfortunate. Okay, probably just gonna need to take the 2 damage now. Reduce capacitor a bit. Go ahead and use capacitor. Again, reduce capacitor a bit, and that's okay. Okay, pretty much expected. Usually when they get a 6 in that situation, they take it. Okay, a 2. Might as well put it in there. Use the capacitor. It's okay. So our damage is slow right now, but it's consistent, so it kind of is what it is. Leather armor does not block damage from poison, just as a note. Okay, that's 6. And then there's lethal. Not too bad. Overall, they did about 10 damage to us. Oh, I do really love Precious Egg. It is so much fun. And the combination of Precious Egg with... yeah, we're probably going to take Precious Egg here just for the lulz. The combination of what's inside Precious Egg with Memory Leak is so very powerful. The other thing we can think about is actually upgrading Precious Egg. If we were to do so, then it would become a 2-slot equipment, a very good 2-slot equipment. But probably because we have Memory Leak, we're just going to try to get Precious Egg as quickly as possible. Now in this case, if we auto-roll early, Memory Leak will basically get instantly decremented. So we kind of want to think about that as we're rolling. And now it doesn't really matter. So we're just going to go ahead and auto-roll. We actually do get a 1, so we can still make use of it. We will do the fire damage. It's pretty good. We have 4 there. We can shock 2, although shocking 2 isn't that great against Wizard. But we can kind of hope here, and didn't get it. I thought we shocked 2. Sorry, I thought we shocked 2. We only shocked 1. We are double frozen. We are super frozen. Wait, are we frozen all? We are frozen all. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we are assured to get a jackpot, which is nice. 10 1s in a row. Got an achievement. And I wasn't even paying attention, but luckily my misplay there didn't impact us too much. We definitely should have furied just to end it, because the way the robot bonus round works and the parallel universe, the jackpot is actually not set, whereas... Oh, that's kind of interesting. Whereas in the regular rounds, the jackpot, what comes up, is set every time. Okay, Anjurata dice, double dice value, then subtract 1 could be pretty good. If we put a 5 in there, we get a 6 and a 3 most likely, or a 5 and a 4. Star Spear feels pretty good. Lucky Star. I think I will take this. And we can't buy... Oh, we could buy Lucky Star too. Probably just save it though. Really want to get Precious Egg rolling. Both you and your enemy start each fight with re-equipped next. I'll take it. Can be very bad against Handyman. Gonna go ahead and fight Stereo Head first. So like for Stereo Head, it literally does not impact Stereo Head at all, because Stereo Head will only get two dice. So no matter how they play this, the best they can do is put those 2 dice into something. Can make this a 1. So probably won't do that. Oh, we re-equip that. Let's see what we get here. Okay. Feel okay about that. Might as well decrement this. So a 4 will become an 8 minus 1. So let's see what happens here. Okay, definitely like that. Get the Precious Egg rolling. Okay, so we can roll 1 more dice. Furying, we could kind of just like put it up and then use it next turn, but we usually start with putting leather armor, and having double leather armor, while it can be good, isn't too helpful. So let's try rolling 1 more. Okay. So we'll go ahead and take advantage of that, and then just decrement capacitor. Okay, only start fight. Spud Cannon got worse. And that's pretty good. Although we probably should have used that. Okay. Let's do 8 damage. We can do another 2. We'll take the 2 in shock, I think. Oh, right, I completely forgot. Stereo Head's weak to shock, so we should have been taking more advantage of that. Small shield, add blank shield. Do I prefer that over leather armor? Leather armor is just such a good place to put our 1s in. Adding 1 shield is essentially exactly identical to leather armor right now. The only thing is small shield would make better use of re-equip, most likely. Since we do have the benefit of that on the first turn. But because it's only the first turn, I think I'm going to keep leather armor. I'm curious what our upgrades look like at this point. So again, Precious Egg becomes bigger, you get a better item. Double dice value, then add 1. Do 2 times dice plus 1 damage. Reduce, okay, you can put anything in there. 3 damage plus a shock. This is pretty good. This is not too bad either. Getting more damage right now wouldn't be the worst thing for us. But we will, once we unlock Precious Egg, we're going to be doing a lot of damage with Memory Leak. I'll save it for now. It's very unlikely, but there is a chance we unlock Precious Egg on this floor, in which case we might be able to take advantage of... I'm not sure if you can upgrade what's under Precious Egg or not, but if you can, that would be really great. Okay, another 1. A 5. That goes right into Precious Egg. Might as well put this into the memory leak, and then we bust. Okay, so this is where it's definitely gonna hurt. If they do this correctly, which they did not, they could have shocked us a whole bunch of times. Okay, might as well auto roll. Let's get risky. Okay, really like that. Very good. If we double a 3-6, this will become a 5, so like that too. Might as well do damage that way, 4 damage there, and then let's get a little shock going on. Interesting. Sometimes I've noticed that happens. There's no reason why after Spanner, Handyman shouldn't have been able to put something in a pea shooter, but sometimes for whatever reason the AI like passes turn, or I'm not really sure what necessarily happens there. I mean, I'm not complaining, but... Okay, so we definitely have Precious Egg next turn, which is great. Just kind of, I guess, farming a little bit on Handyman. Again, just kind of hoping to not... That was, again, weird. And why didn't they put their 6 in the shock? See, there's sometimes this game does some very strange things. Okay, this isn't what we wanted. I will be completely honest with you. Okay, get a 6 and a 1. Go ahead and do some more shock here. Sorry, my pop filter fell. Okay. Let's just go ahead and auto roll. There's 8 damage. And then we have the Handyman. We should level up on this fight, right? Yep, we do level up on this fight. Okay, so Hookshot is not what we wanted here. And honestly, doesn't really provide us any benefit whatsoever. It's very hard to make use of that with Memory Leak. Maybe you could make use of it here. These two are already reusable. So we're probably going to toss this. Which, in that case, I'm thinking just getting more damage could be nice. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. What I was hoping for, one thing I know is under Precious Egg is basically just a free 6. Before doing anything, you can take that 6, put it in a Memory Leak. That's consistently 12 damage a turn, which is incredible. Okay, so we can turn a 4 into maybe a 5 and a 2. Just do 3 damage. Okay, they're probably gonna drain. Okay, that's actually surprising. Surprised they didn't drain twice there. Let's see if this can go into the... Okay, it can't. So this is more than 4. Wait, what? Needs a 5 or less. Needs a 4 or less. Oh, never mind. This is less than 4. Is it Hookshot? No. Okay, put it there. Wait, what? It was a 5? What? Okay, wait. No, it was a 6. Gotcha. Okay, one of these should be able to go. Okay, that was an okay turn. Okay, it sounded like it was probably a 4. Okay, can't do better than that there. It's alright, we busted again. I liked the precious egg for the meme value, but we are probably going to get rid of that precious egg item as quickly as we possibly can. Okay. 6 damage there is pretty good. And that's lethal. We have 2 apples here, so pretty good. And that was floor 3. Princess Guard. Do damage, 25% chance to add shield. I like that a lot, actually. That sounds pretty good. Kind of have a tankier, or a slower, tankier build. In this case, hookshot might have some value. Let's see. What would I replace? Yeah, still probably nothing. Enemies always roll a 6. Can be very bad. For a lot of enemies, well, first of all, I mean, just always consistently doing 6 damage can be bad. After 4 turns, all enemies transform into bears. Well, that's the worst thing in the world I've ever heard. Oh, some of these rules are so hilarious. Okay, yeah, that is extremely bad for us. We do not like bears at all. I like how there's a little bear counter. Okay. Well, you know, kind of is what it is, I guess. Might as well other armor again. 5. Go ahead and give us a 6 and a 3. Didn't get the reduction that time. Generally, I'm probably going to take the 2 damage shock over just the 3 damage and kind of save our spud cannon for the jackpot opportunity. Okay, where do we put a 1? Probably just there. Oh, did he freeze all? Okay, well then. Okay. Just froze most of them. Okay, so like in this case, fire damage. Just straight up lethals. So we'll take that. Probably don't need health, but Snowman can be very scary. Spud Cannon becomes Juggling Ball plus. Do damage, get a new dice. That's not bad. But I really like Spud Cannon. If it was our shock equipment, I probably would have taken this. Sorry, Val. So we have 14 health on this floor. We need to kill both of them. I'm gonna... I mean, might as well take 1 to go into the snowman fight. No reason not to, really. Okay, this always goes into leather armor. A 2 could become a 3. So don't mind 6 damage there. 4 damage there is pretty good. And then 6, okay. So burn all dice, do 5 damage. So burning all dice would do 8, potentially, but they can only use odds. So I'd rather take probably the lucky shot here. I can roll 1 more dice and hope to be able to do 6 damage, but it's pretty risky. So I'm just going to take the assure. Do 6 damage like that. And I mean, that's a... what, a 21 damage turn? I mean, you know, I'll take that. Okay. Had a ton of freeze there. Take the leather armor. Turn this into a 3. Haven't really gotten lucky at all with that. The shield return on that one. Again, probably just going to do 5 damage. Lower this a little bit. Should have the snowman next turn. If we don't have the snowman this turn, we're completely screwed, so... okay, I'm just gonna do this. Okay. Just to make absolutely certain. It would be nice to have kept that going into the next fight, but I'm gonna take Spanner. Don't really have too much of a use for Spanner. This is a situation where going to the next floor probably made more sense than actually fighting. But it is what it is. Okay, a 6-3. Doing that damage is good. Again, putting a 5 in here is not bad. Oh, that's so many evens. Let's see how they choose to use it. Okay, cursing twice. Okay, interesting. Curse? No. Curse? 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 Okay. This? Curse? Okay, well, it's kind of whatever turn, I guess. They are definitely going to turn into a bear. And I think once that happens, I'm definitely dead. I think I'm probably definitely dead already. But it's kind of how the cookie crumbles, I guess. Yep. Well, that was a fun run. Thanks for joining me yet again. We did get a challenge, which is kind of fun. I got the 10 ones in a row because all of our dice got frozen and we just had to keep rolling dice. Not bad. Didn't feel like that run went too poorly. I think in general had a good build. Would have been so nice for that precious egg to give us the equipment we wanted, but that you kind of gotta roll the dice on it there. Other than that, I felt like we had a pretty well constructed run. It just got away from us. The snowman really hurt us. Had a lot of damage output, and that happens sometimes. Had good rolls and couldn't make good advantage of it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Wedgehead. You are still you. Bye-bye.